Is it swan weather? Carol can tell us.
What's swan weather?
A bit wet, I think. Isn't that? It is now. Morning, Carol.
Good morning, both. Good morning to you too. Ben's right, it is wet. Some of us have had some torrential rain through yesterday, overnight, and we still have some of that to clear this morning. In fact, some places have had more than a month's worth of rain since Tuesday.
Looked like quite a nice morning down there in St Leonard's.
Carol's trying to raise her game because I think Kat had a really good view. And you know what, Carol? I'm sorry, it just wasn't as nice as Kat's in East Sussex. Kat beats you today.
I think they're both lovely because this one, Nag, has been sent in by one of our weather watchers. This morning. Yes, and it is a very nice picture from the Isle of Wight this morning. You can see how it's brightening up. We've had a lot of rain as we've gone through the course of the night. It's been moving steadily northwards and eastwards.
Hello there, good afternoon. Well, after the rain of last night, today it's been much drier. Plenty of fine dry weather here, and this beautiful picture captured by one of our weather watchers in Hampton Court.
Absolutely, Anna, and that follows that, well, record-breaking rain for September for some of us. So just to show you a few places, yes, we've already had more than average. We're only halfway through, and there's more to come.
Now to the moon, because we were hoping to bring you live scenes of the full moon, the hunter's moon, rising over London. But the weather's not quite playing ball. If you have a look at that now, it is rather cloudy. But this is what it looked like a short time ago, and it was spectacular. The hunter's moon is this month's full moon, and it's also, I hope we can show you. No, maybe we can't. But Louise Lear is here. She's got a very nice picture of it. But it's the hunter's moon, and it is the brightest and largest supermoon. There you are. Largest and brightest supermoon of the year. Now, supermoons occur when the moon on its elliptical orbit is at its closest point to Earth. If you've got clear skies, we here in London haven't, I'd go out and have a look because it really is pretty spectacular, isn't it, Louise?
It is. Welcome to my world, Sophie. It never plays ball when you want it to.
But you're here to sort it all out for us. Give us some clear skies.
Looking outside, you might just see. This is what we had in Norfolk. And we are expecting clear skies, particularly across England and Wales. So there is a pretty good chance tonight that you will see it.
Hello there, good evening. It didn't feel much like October today, did it? We got up into the high teens, not quite the 22 degrees of yesterday, but still a good bit above average for the time of year. We've had some mild nights as well, but tonight will feel chillier, some mist and fog, and it could be quite dense. And the coming days are changeable, some dry and bright weather, but also some rain in the forecast. We've got some Friday night and first thing Saturday, and then a spell of notably wet and windy weather for Sunday, which we're keeping a close watch on. Soggy start on Saturday, but improving through the course of the day. But that low arrives on Sunday, and that could bring us some wet and windy conditions. Take care.
Weather forecast out, and not a bad day today. Very nice.
No, and Tower Bridge or London Bridge, they all look better if they're in the sun, don't they? And we've had some today, some lovely sunshine around, a lovely autumn day today, and we could keep those clear skies for the next few hours. There is a chance of you seeing the third supermoon of the year tonight, but get out and keep looking for the next few hours because the cloud will arrive.
Halloween season prepares to kick off, so too does the weather. And I'm at Kew Gardens with a bit of an eerie forecast as wind and rain prepares to whip up a storm in the next few days.
Alex is over at Kew Gardens for us, and after a few warm days, it's going to be really wet for most of us this weekend, isn't it?
Well, good evening, Charlene. Well, it's looking fairly eerie as we head through the next few days forecast-wise. There could even be some lashes of rain, but arguably not as spooky as where I am this evening. This is Kew Gardens, and they're preparing for their Halloween trail to open up, as will many destinations up and down the country as we prepare to celebrate Halloween. But yes, it could be fairly unsettled as we head through the next few days, as the guys here at Kew Gardens were preparing to put the finishing touches to their light trail trail together. So too will the Met Office, preparing to put some finishing touches to some warnings which have been issued over the next few days, and that's because the weather is expected to be fairly unsettled. We've got a fairly small warning actually issued for tomorrow, and that will cover western parts of Scotland, which is going to combine with some high spring tides and also some pretty strong winds. So there could be some coastal impacts here, something to certainly watch out for, and they could actually affect some parts of the northwest of England and perhaps even parts of Northern Ireland as well. So keep a watchful eye on the forecast, and as we head through to Sunday, that's when things get really interesting, and we're keeping a watchful eye on a deep area of low pressure which is set to develop, and that could produce some stormy conditions across many northern parts of the UK. Again, the Met Office have got a warning from Sunday into Monday. Well, as we head through into the weekend, it is going to be relatively unsettled at times. As I say, on Sunday, we're preparing for that wet and windy weather to whip up a little bit of a storm. As I say, keep a watchful eye on that. There could be some updates to the warnings that have already been issued. So all settled here at the moment, and with the clear skies overhead, Charlene, an opportunity to look up and take sight of the supermoon tonight, which is also a hunter moon.